I think she knows that. She drives him crazy when she's looking like that. The way she's moving makes him want it so bad. Gets the attention that we wish that we had. Yeah, it's almost cruel, cause I want her to. Oh yeah, I'm running in circles just to make her react.
Hello, my lovely servitresses, or better, mistresses. Today we will be making a super simple, super easy, super summer dress, but for all its simplicity it will be incredible, romantic and of course very beautiful. Will fits for everyone, on every shape of body, especially since you have already seen it in preview. We will need for it a fabric, of course. I have a cotton poplin, 2 meters or 2 and 2 yards, with such a nice pattern. You can take any light fabric you want, which is not transparent. It can be stretchy or not, it's not very important. I had this fabric for a long time, but I doubt a lot what exactly I want to sew from it. I made some drafts and decided it will be this one, but with these sleeves. Also we will need such elastic band and red in color of fabric. So let's get started. I washed my fabric firstly to avoid shrinking and pressed it by iron. Now we will need 2 measurements for this dress. First one is our bust measure. Take it on a bra. But even if you will wear this dress without bra, it will be good fitting anyway. Also, we will need a measurement from our top point of the shoulder through the top of the bust and under the bust, right here. I have 34 centimeters, but we will begin from the skirt part. I fold all fabric in half by the width, which is 140 centimeters, so it will be 70 centimeters. Now I measure 70 centimeters from the edge and make a line. After that I take my bust measure plus 10 divided by 4. In my case it's 90 centimeters plus 10 divided by 4, it's 25. Set it here. And then I take this point and this corner and make a line through them. It will be front skirt part. Then here we set 5 centimeters and connect it roundly. It's because our body has curved shape, not straight. Now cut this out. By the way, all seam allowances here are taken into account. Now take this part away, but not very far. Pull our fabric closer and place this part here. Fold to the fabric selvage, but with seam allowance 1 centimeter. Place it as close to the cutout as possible. Draw it around and cut out. Now we measure from our waistline 65 centimeters here, 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 and here, like a radius. After that we connect these points with curved line and cut it out. It is necessary to make a hem of the skirt straight. Now I measure here 10 centimeters strap for the belt and cut it out. Now we will be making top part of the dress. Again, on our folded in half fabric, we set aside our second measurement from top shoulder to under the bust and make a line. In my case, it's 34 centimeters. Cut it out. This piece will be for the top part and this for the sleeves. We'll back for it later. Now we fold it in bust measure plus 10 divided by 2, which is in my case is 50 centimeters, and cut out such 2 pieces. Fold them in half to get 25 centimeters width and place them on each other. Then here we measure 16 centimeters and here 23 centimeters. If your bust more than 110 centimeters, you can take 25-27 centimeters. Make a line. After that, connect these points like here. Then divide this line by 2 and put here 2 centimeters. After, draw a curved line. Make a cut. Then we cut out here 3 centimeters from our back. After that, take here near a third and connect with the back with rounded line and cut out. Take our front part and make a neckline deep. We take here 3 centimeters and here 9 centimeters, or even better 10 centimeters. Connect these points and make this line more curved, near on 1 centimeter. Cut this out. After that, I make my armhole deeper on 1 centimeter. Now we will make a sleeves. I have left 40 centimeters fabric for their lengths, and they will be 60 centimeters wide each one. Put them pretty side to pretty side. Place here our back piece, check here 23 centimeters and mark it. Also mark 23 centimeters on other side. After that, place our front piece by our marking. Draw it around by armhole. Then take all these pieces and connect these 2 points with curved line. Cut it out. Mark front side of the sleeve. I have left a piece of fabric 42 centimeters on 22 for pocket and 34 centimeters on 40 centimeters for belt central part. I fold it in half. Mark here a center on 20 centimeters and here on 10 centimeters and make a line. After, measure from this point 3 centimeters here and here to be 6 centimeters. Connect these points to make like a diamond. This diagonal is 21 centimeters. I divide it on 3 and here put 2 centimeters and here 1 and connect these points with curved line. Then I fold this piece 2 times and cut out this line to get fully symmetrical detail. Like here will be the belt soon. Now take a pocket piece, measure here 15 centimeters and then just put my splayed palm and draw around it to make a pocket shape. Cut it out. And then take some cuttings from the skirt and it's perfectly fitting in it. It will be completely non-waste production. Cut out and we have 4 parts of our pockets. Let's start sewing. I don't have a serger and come on, let's be honest, all these zigzag stitches on common sewing machines look ugly. They do not replace serger. So I will be sewing with French seams to hide all seam allowances. That's why I put my back skirt pieces wrong side to wrong side and make a seam on 5 mm. I'm cutting seam allowance to 3 mm like this. And turn out my seam pretty side to pretty side, pin it and make one more stitch. Now we have super accurate and luxury finishing. I place my skirt part face up and here on 16 centimeters place my pocket piece pretty side to pretty side and make a seam and top stitch. And who is quite observant, those notice that I should made it by French seam. I press this seam by iron nicely and will make a top stitch here to avoid turning pockets. Like this it will be looks like. Now I place neatly my back and front parts of the skirt with pockets together. Matching pockets first. Wrong side to wrong side. and make a seam all over. I'm cutting all seam allowances on 3 mm. Now I make notches on all curved and corner parts of the stitch. Turn the seam out, we'll press it and pin and make a stitch on 5 mm. Look how pretty it is. And this is how will be looking like the pockets. Take our top parts, wrong side to wrong side, pin it, and make a French seam. Here it is, very accurate and neat. Now I take our sleeves and sew together sides, also with French seams. Both ones. Now stitching the sleeves. Put our top part front upwards, find our front mark on sleeve and match together front part of the top and front part of the sleeve. Starting from the side seams, pay attention to match them. Pin it wrong side to wrong side and then make the same with the back part. Make a seam. Don't forget to make notches on curved parts to avoid gathering. Now we have super large neckline. Make around it a basting stitch. After that, tie up upper threads together and pull bottom thread to make ruffles. Now you need to take an elastic band and wrap your shoulders around, slightly pulling. Watch it to be comfortable for you when you tilt. I already ruffle my neckline to the size of stretched on maximum elastic band and pin it on the center of the front and back. Now I take centers between these points and will pin them to the centers on the neckline and so on by pinning points between. I pin my elastic band right on the edge of the fabric, soon you will see why. Like this it should be. Make a seam on the bottom edge of the elastic band. Now cut all the seam allowances of the fabric only by 3 mm. Like this it will be look like. Now we turn around our elastic band to the wrong side and make a seam on the free edge to hide all the seam allowances. Don't forget to stretch your elastic band while you're sewing. It turns out pretty and accurate ruffles. A little fitting. I thought how it will be better to make sleeves hem. Like this to add white ruffle on the bottom or to add elastic on the edge like on the neckline instead. I choose first one because want to show you this type of sleeves and because it can't be too much ruffles. But first we will make a belt. Make a seams on top and bottom of the shape detail, cut out long detail on half and fold it like so and make a stitch. But firstly, we need to make interfacing on our shape detail. I don't have white interfacing, so I check this out on piece of fabric. Don't do this before you check it's not visible on your fabric. Okay, I can use it. Interfacing my detail on both pieces, starting from the center and going to the edges, and after nicely press it to melt all glue on interfacing. Cut out the rest, let it cool down. Same thing for the other piece, and after sew it on top and bottom. Cut the corners and make notches. Turn inside out all 3 pieces of belt. Press it nicely, and now I tuck raw edges of the shape detail inside, near on 1 cm, press it, and put long strap of the belt inside. Make a stitch. You can leave it like this, but I will make a top stitch on 5 mm from edge all over it. Look how pretty it is, I'm so satisfied. I made a fold on sleeves on 5 mm, and now we'll make a stitch close to the edge, near 1 mm. Now I will cut out all the seam allowances close to the seam, also near 1 mm. You may guess that I am making a baby hem. Now I turn out this stitch on the wrong side and will make a seam on the top of my previous seam. How it looks like from wrong side and from pretty side. Now we take elastic band, wrap it around your arm without any pulling and cut 2 pieces of it. Sew it in circle. Take our sleeve and measure 5 or better 7 from the bottom all over. Now take your elastic and put it on the sleeve on wrong side. Pin it on the side seam, then find the center of elastic and match it with center of the sleeve, and so on, like on the neckline. Make a zigzag stitch. So nice sleeve we have. Now it's time to put the dress together. Take a skirt on wrong side and put top above on the pretty side, so it will be wrong side to wrong side. Match side seams and pin it all over. Check that front belongs to front and back to back and make a seam. And the last one, finish bottom of the skirt with baby hem, like on sleeves, and your dress is done. Enjoy!
I think she knows that she drives them crazy when she's looking like
I had a lot of doubts about this dress. I redone my drafts a lot of times, thought about how to make sleeves in process of filming, doubt about pattern of the fabric, but as you can see, I made it. And I really enjoy how it turns out. I really love these sleeves. I like how light and romantic this dress. I love how pretty looks belt with imitation of corset. This dress has something of cottagecore, something from Milkmaid. You can wear it off shoulders or on shoulders to make such a nice square neckline. You can wear a belt from the back and make a bow on the front, which also looks very nice. You can even wear it without belt if you like more oversized look. This dress is really very wearable and really perfect for summer. If you have any questions, write it below, and if you still need a pattern, just give me a sign in the comments. Watch my next videos. I'm planning to make leather shirt jacket from the rest of the fabric after this one. It will be super easy and a little rock and roll, baby. So check out and watch my next video. Hope you enjoyed this time and see ya! And the bonus for those who have watched till the end.
everyone's taking their shot, showing all that they got, but they'll be missing the cut.